everyone, today I am sharing the contents of my Paper Rose Mega Mystery Box. This was from 2023 around Black Friday. They had 3 types of mystery box. I focused on the ones that had paper, and there was one that was the smaller size papers like the 6x6 and A5, and it did come with, you can see, some shaker elements and some stamps and some dies as well. Now, the other box that I got was 12 by 12, so it was a bigger package, like physically the size of it was bigger, but they were both, I think, around the same amount of money. The papers themselves, some of them have slight issues, so they're either cut a little bit wonky or maybe the printing was a little bit off. Most of them are okay, but I do think that maybe when they're cutting things down for their paper packs, if they make an error with one of them, they put whatever's left straight into, I guess, the pile that they use for things like mystery boxes. I have found this is an excellent way for me to really experiment with different pattern papers. There are loads in here that I would not normally pick, and with the different color schemes and themes, I've been able to use these on loads of projects throughout the year. What I'm doing here is I'm running through and I'm deciding if it's a scene, so like the one there that's the picture of the vineyard, then I'm putting those on the right-hand side. If they're really, really busy papers, then I'm putting them in that second column from the right. If they are like tone on tone and maybe a bit of a gradient, they're going in that second row. And then if they're like a pattern paper with a small design, then they're going on the left. So as part of this, I'm really looking through and picking which side of each paper do I think I would likely use. And then I pile them up like this so that when I'm creating a project, it's easier for me to go through and pick the papers that I would like to use. You can tell that there is a huge variety just looking through these in the total jumble that they are. And as I'm looking at them, I'm thinking, I could use this for a sheet load. I could use this for a different project. So I'm really, really glad that I got it. And I highly recommend, if you get the opportunity to get one of these next year or in the upcoming sale, if they have them again, you will not be disappointed. Now you can see that white line across the edge of that pattern paper. What that means is if you use it for a project where you need a 6x6, it's not going to work. And when I've done one of the Kendra's card challenge, I did have an issue with the pattern paper that I had picked was not 6x6. It was cut off at a bit of an angle. So I had to swap it out for something else. But honestly, I think there's only a few that look like that. Some of them are printed. They were a 6x6 paper that was printed at the wrong size. And then when they're cut down, I guess the image doesn't look how it was intended. But I will never know that, and I will just use these on my projects as I see fit. So definitely recommend getting these. In terms of the volume, I had 3 A5 paper packs that were full, and I assume they were just clearance and ones that they had either overstock or that they were retiring. Then there was also another package of A5 that had their cutter parts. So I will show you those next. After I've sorted through all of these papers, I'm going to show you the cutter parts. And I think I just sort of flick through them to give you a little bit of a flavor. But they have been absolutely fantastic to use on my projects. I'm not a huge fan of creating really, really detailed and intricate cards. I like to create a volume of cards because I do donate them to charities that use them for a variety of purposes, either fundraising or to give to the people that they work with. So for me, I just find that I don't want to spend loads of time on one individual card, but card makers are very different and our approaches are very different. I know that some people love volume, some people are in between, and some people could happily work on the same card with really complex techniques and work on it for weeks for a very special recipient, and that is absolutely amazing. I have all the admiration for artists and card makers that have the patience to do that. So for me, having this big stash of pattern paper is going to really, really help. Now you can see here that some of these designs actually match the papers, and so they come from the same set. So I will be able to match some of those up. But also I find that Paper Rose, the color palette that they have, can be quite similar across their different collections, which means I often mix and match and get a result that I'm super happy with. So just flicking through, and there you go. If there is anything you've seen today that you think I should use next, let me know in the comments below. I've put a video here that I think you might enjoy. Have a great day.